Hello, and thank you for listening to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour, specifically my playlist here on the Mark and Miriam Show. I'm joined
Mm.
by Mistress Miriam, and you just heard an amazing artist, Jose Oyola and the Astronauts with Jellyfishing, Spit Take 5 or 6, and we started off with a former friend, American Dream. Let's go to Jose Oyola and the Astronauts out of New Haven, Connecticut. Jose moved to Los Angeles in 2022.
Now I know you played this for me.
I played it for me because I love it.
I love this. Because I'm listening to this before I read the notes about this. And I'm like, oh, like this is such a great instrumental. This is
Yeah.
cool. I'm loving the music. This is fantastic. I love it. And then, whoa, wait, someone's dropping down the lyrics, man.
Exactly. I was
It's
going to say the
Ceschi.
exact same thing.
It's Ceschi. And you know how much I love Ceschi. And I was like, whoa, whoa. This is like the surprise inside the lollipop, when you look at it, woo, hoo, hoo, or when you
The Tootsie Roll in the middle there. I can't believe that this is the first time any of us has played Jose Oyola. They've been around for like at least 10 years.
really,
Yeah.
wow, so cool.
It's an experimental indie rock project based out of New Haven. They were in a crammed apartment on Chapel Street in New Haven and put out a lot of good music. I was listening to a lot of the other older songs in the catalog, and wow, I'm like, wow. So you'll be hearing more of Jose Oyola on this show, that's for sure.
I should say a lot of good can come from very creative people being in a crammed apartment.
Yes. If they're not arguing, they're being creative and doing good stuff.
Exactly, making good music.
This is such a beautiful fusion of different genres. Like you were saying, the first 2/3 of the song is a good instrumental, and then out of nowhere, he just kind of drops it into a smooth rap and tops it off with some horns. Oh, so good.
I love things that just defy genre.
Something different?
I love something different. I like the genreless. I like people who just do their thing, who throw the rule book out of the window and go for it. They make their own way.
In the Spit Take 5 or 6, I wanted to play some good angst indie alternative for you.
Yes. Yeah. It's first of all, Spit Take is such a great name for a band. And I knew that this was like the millennium does the 90s.
It's funny how some generations kind of gravitate towards the retro. Like I remember when in the 70s, I used to listen to a lot of 50s music and Wolfman
Yeah.
Jack on the radio and everything. But this is like a newer band, I believe, and they're playing stuff from the 90s. Like this, they even said that they're fans of Pavement, That Dog, Superchunk, Beat Happenings.
Oh, it came on. I'm like, it's the 90s. It's the 90s. We're back in the 90s. Mark and I are in the 90s.
Woohoo! We're young again.
Ooh, yeah. New Haven, Connecticut.
Getting some pizza.
God, we would have been buddies in the 90s back in high school.
Absolutely.
One day we were to know each other, but we were like-minded.
Kind of like a former friend, but I guess we weren't former
Former
friends. Now
friends.
we're friends.
Now we're friends. We're,
Anyhow,
we're
our, the first artist, a former friend. I love some good political protest music.
Oh, definitely. And of course, yeah, it's Americana protest folk is what this is billed as. And this is off. This TV will not be revolutionized. Is that a take on the
Yes,
revolution will not be televised?
yes, yes. Gil
That's
Scott,
great.
yeah, Gil Scott Heron.
I
Oh
love
man,
that. I love
yeah.
that. I love the reference. The lyric is so funny
Which one?
about the HD.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna watch Lady Liberty die in HD on your
See,
TV.
yeah, I think Gil Scott Heron would appreciate it.
Yeah. It's funny how this came out in 2021, so you're thinking he probably wrote it a couple years before that about a certain administration, and now we're back.
Oh God, what a perfect time to be playing it.
Yeah.
It is true. When you see when an album was released, you have to think that the song was written a few years back, at least, or a year back. So,
Yeah.
if you play the timeline, to give some perspective on the song and put it into context, former friend, you got to put out a new album and make some more commentary.
He's working on it, I bet.
I'm dying to know.
He is still performing. You can catch him on March 15th at the Social Bar in New London, Connecticut, and also on April 11th at the Hazardville United Methodist in Enfield, Connecticut.
Yeah, he might be trying out some new music then. Maybe some new songs, maybe some commentary.
We should go check it out in Enfield. That's like halfway between us.
Yeah, Enfield is just a hop, skip, and a jump, honey.
Yeah,
April 11th.
a month away.
Yeah. Okay. You see, Mark and I are like filling up our schedule right now, everybody.
There's so much to do, so much to
There's so much
see.
to do, and it's spring. That's like the time that you want to do stuff. You're coming out of hibernation.
Yes. Well, thank you, Miriam, for joining me today and sharing in my playlist.
It's always a pleasure to be on the Mark and Miriam show on the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. Thank you.
Thank you for visiting with us, and we hope you enjoyed some great original music from Western New England artists. I'm Mark Ramone here this week with Mistress Miriam. The New Music Alliance Radio Hour is brought to you by the New Music Alliance, a 501c3 nonprofit whose mission is to assist and advance the careers of talented, creative local musicians who write original music and to promote the extended Western New England area as a destination for original music writing, production, and performances.
If you like what we're doing here on the show, tell your friends about it and like the New Music Alliance and the Radio Hour on our Facebook pages. And don't forget to check our website, newmusicalliance.org, where you'll find the extraordinary Essential Western New England Songbook, a listenable anthology of many of the best songs ever written by artists from Western New England. And while you're there, if you support the New Music Alliance's mission, and I know you do, we'd appreciate you making a donation or becoming a member or a sponsor.
If you're a local Western New England musician who'd like to have your original music considered to be on our show, send links to your songs to newmusicalliance@gmail.com. Join us next week for great tunes from Western New England artists. And until next week, please stay safe and keep on listening.
To original local music. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have Charles and Khalif Neville take us out today with African Eyes.